McLaren takes?
The most expensive one they got.
Diesel?
Womanists said that they didn't need men, and it's ending with hilarious results. We've got a video for you here today from Alpha Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
I fear I need a man in my life. I am a strong, successful female. I have a whole career. I got a lot going for me, and I still need a man. Because today, the lightsy lights went off in my car and said, low tire pressure. And I was like, ah! I would love to be able to text someone and go, babe, there's a light on, and I don't know what to do. Instead, you have me out here checking tire pressure, putting air in my tire. I'm tired of being strong. I just want to be weak and babied. And I want some man to go, vroom, my baby's in danger. Must get air for her tire.
She spent her whole life trying to prove to the world that she was strong, independent, and didn't need a man for anything. And after all of the posturing and the slogans, she was easily defeated by a low-pressure warning light on her car. Really makes you think, doesn't it?
I'm not gonna lie, don't tell the feminists, but I would rather stay home and cook and clean. I would rather do it. When I tell you I love to cook and clean, just don't tell the feminists. I love to do it, and I love to do it for a man. I do. However, not outside of marriage. Absolutely not. That sounds like hell. But just to see the look on a man's face when you cook him a meal that is so good, you could just tell he's proud.
You can tell that this woman is clearly not married. She was just trying to cash in on the trad wife movement on TikTok. The funny thing is that even when she's trying to pander to traditional men, she still can't even get it right.
There's just something, I don't know, there's something within me as a woman. Maybe it's almost turning 25 that got me thinking, like, this cooking and cleaning thing isn't bad. Like, I just don't understand why women wanted to work. What was the point? Like, there is nothing satisfying about working. A man that takes care of you, a man that provides for you, you don't have to worry about anything, no bills. I will cook and clean all day. Like, what is the complaint?
It's funny how cooking and cleaning, two things that modern women do every day, is somehow considered offensive when they're doing it for a man. But when they do it for themselves, they act like it's, you know, they deserve a trophy for doing it because they're functioning adults. It's ridiculous. She awkwardly moved a mattress into the trunk of her car, and she's somehow acting like this is a victory for all womankind. The thing is, she really didn't prove anything except that men would be able to get that thing loaded up without dragging it across the ground.
Okay, so I just mowed my lawn with this. This is a manual lawnmower. I have a very small lawn, but through this process, I know what my definition of feminism is. My definition is this. I know I can do anything, but I don't want to do everything. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It's convenient how these women can just easily redefine the concept of what womanism really is the second they're forced to do something that they don't like. It doesn't work that way. You can't just embrace the benefits while wanting to do away with the things that bother you.
Oh my god, what do I do? Nicole! Nicole! You need to put it back in! What do I do? It's not stopping! What do I do with it?
That woman has no idea how incredibly dangerous that is. She's covered the entire gas station in a river of gasoline. One wrong move and everybody's life is in jeopardy. It really makes you wonder how she was even able to do that in the first place.
This is really heavy. But I'm just like, this is one of those like independent woman, ADHD, I have no patience with. I don't even think I can do this. Oh. Oh, now I'm in more trouble. Guys, one of the legs fell. What do I do? I don't know if I can do anything.
The only reason why she tried to move the thing was because she was a little impatient. All she had to do was wait a few hours for her husband to come home to move it, but now the dresser is broken and she's acting like it's the funniest thing in the world.
Should I just like take a hammer and just boom? the actual are you doing? I'm doing it! Oh no. Well, I don't want to break my fingers. It's on there! That one's holding on for dear life! Okay, there's this. And then I go.
The only reason why she's celebrating is because she doesn't have to fix the problem. She can destroy that dresser all she pleases, and it'll be her husband who will have to fix it for her. And if he gets frustrated, then he's in the wrong because she had to do something stupid. It's a tale as old as time. Modern women and boats just don't mix. Even if they somehow don't magically flip the boat while trying to drive the thing, they'll still figure out a way to screw up getting off the boat. Woman is insanely lucky that the barbell landed the way it did, but women like this will never assume they'll be the victim of a gym mishap. Well, they should really be more careful since the men are done helping them.
If all men just disappeared, do you think the world would be better or worse? All men.
It'd be safer. Like
Do you
that.
actually think the world would be safer if
Yes.
all men disappeared? It would not be safer. It would be absolutely
I
catastrophic.
think maybe it wouldn't be safer in the terms like maybe a wolf might get me or something.
Well, I mean, how many women would freeze to death and starve to death?
Well, if I'm so how am I going to starve to death, Andrew?
Are you
You
saying
know, well, it might be
Andrew?
6 months for you.
Okay.
You can't even explain how the world would be safer without men. She just wants to be right, and she will go to ridiculous lengths to try and defend an argument that never should have been made in the first place. There's nothing wrong with admitting the world needs men.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
die.
think you
I'm
understand.
gonna make it.
If
I'm
all
okay
men
with that.
were to disappear, the immediate catastrophe that would be.
How?
Okay, so 95% of
Because all the
tanker drivers
infrastructure's
are
run by
men.
men.
90%
Tank?
I'm sorry.
tanker drivers.
Tanker, like in the
Like a
war?
army-
Tankers.
What's a tanker?
The thing that hauls the gasoline.
Water, sewage, electricity, gas, fuel, refinement, telecommunications, IT infrastructure, road maintenance, delivery drivers, police, fire rescue.
How about other things like fracking, electrical maintenance, nuclear engineering? Like the list goes on and on and on.
There's no point in even arguing with a woman like this. She honestly thinks that gasoline tankers are the tanks that you send off into the battlefield. Like, I'm actually just getting a headache thinking about that thought process right there.
I need a man. I've never said that I was strong or independent. Do I need a man to satisfy my needs, if you know what I mean? No. Most of them aren't good at that anyway. But I do need a man to support me financially. And when I married my ex-husband and he said his vows to me, he said, "Till death do us part." Marriage is a legally binding contract as well. So in our vows, he said he was going to provide for me until death do us part. And guess what? We're both alive. So by law, my ex-husband should be paying my bills. Do you understand?
She's acting like a marriage vow is completely one way. That's why she glosses over the fact that she swore a vow to honor and obey her husband, two things that she completely broke the second she decided to file for divorce.
That's why we're going to court, because he's saying he should not be responsible for my bills anymore since we are no longer married. And I said, that's not what the marriage certificate said. It said, "Till death do us part." But you know, even when I was married to him, he still never really satisfied my needs, which is probably why we ended up getting a divorce anyway. And now I'm a lesbian, if that tells you anything.
It's infuriating, honestly, to see so many men get slapped with a divorce and then have a court tell him that he's legally obligated to pay his ex-wife alimony. And it's so much worse when women like this go online to complain and then to needlessly emasculate the guy for good measure.
You know what sucks? Feeling like you'd been lied to your whole life. So I'm now 29, and up until probably last year, I went on the side of being feminist, thinking that a woman don't need no man. And what is it that everyone says now? Adding to the declining population. Even though my whole life I've always wanted to be a mother and have kids, but instead I was sold a lie, did what everyone else was doing, and I partied and I drank and I had casual.
Not only that, but womanism brainwashes women into straight up hating men. These women spend their prime years holding men in the deepest contempt, and once the party is over, they can't stop hating men, and it just makes them more miserable and alone.
Now I'm 29, and I really thought when I was a kid, 4 years old, and you're like, when I grow up, I just wanted to be a mum. I'm not saying I can't still do that. I am going to. This whole feminist dream that we got sold, that you should just F around and find out, that you should just sleep around, that you should just party every night, have fun in your 20s, figure it out later. Well, now it's later, and really wish I had kids by now. The whole time I wanted them, but it wasn't normal. It's not a normal thing to do. I was told that if you wanted kids and to be a stay-at-home mum or a stay-at-home wife, that's not good enough, that's not progressive enough. You need to be a boss. And I was, and I kind of still am. I've had multiple businesses. I always have enough money in the bank. I've flown business class multiple times to here, there, everywhere. Does any of that matter now? No.
She spent her most fertile years making every wrong decision, but she still needs to brag about owning businesses and flying business class as if anybody even cares in the first place. This brings up the age-old question, how many modern women does it take to change a flat tire? The answer is, it doesn't matter because it's not getting changed anyway. Nobody knows what exactly she did once she got up to the top of the ladder. Either she got a little dust on her face, or she realized she knows nothing about installing a ceiling fan. Either way, it's probably a good thing she quit before someone got hurt.
I'm a feminist. I always have been. I always will be. Shoveling is a man's job. My husband is at work right now, and he's going to be home in about an hour, and he asked me if I could shovel our driveway for him so we can pull our car in, and I was apprehensive because I've never shoveled before in my life, ever. And I said I would try because, you know, gotta do it once, right? Gotta be a good wife.
You can't say that you're a womanist and then immediately turn around and say that shoveling is a man's job. Womanism is all about fairness and equality, so it's not asking too much for her to figure out how to shovel snow, which is incredibly self-explanatory.
Gotta give it some effort. So I did. I went out there. I gave it my best effort. I'm still kind of out of breath from trying. And I didn't even get halfway done, and I threw in the towel and said, I'm sorry, I can't. Maybe one day. Maybe one day, but for now, I am a feminist who believes that a woman can do anything that a man can. All people of all genders can do all things. But men, it's your job to shovel the sidewalk in the driveway. Sorry.
You can't say that women can do anything a man can do, only to turn around and immediately say that men are supposed to shovel. That's not how it works. It's not that she couldn't shovel the driveway and the sidewalk, she just didn't want to. It's rather horrifying watching these women try to use knives when it's clear they have no idea what they're doing. A dull knife is actually significantly more dangerous than a sharp one oftentimes, and these women would just ignorantly risk a severe injury just to prove that they don't need men.
What did you do?
I tried. It's my first time.
Those things come with instructions that are somewhat easy to follow, so it boggles the mind how she was able to botch that thing up so badly that it's barely recognizable, but she will still think that she's worthy of a pat on the back for trying. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.